Ready for a hands-on career as an auto technician? At Universal Technical Institute, learn with industry tools and tech in labs designed for real-world training. Prep to test for ASE certification, so you're ready to hit the ground running in the automotive industry. Apply today. Hands-on training for real careers. Visit uti.edu.
Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today, and we are back after a couple of days off. It's only been like 2 days, actually. It feels like it's been a lifetime, right? Since we were last live here on the channel. But we are back yet again for another Watch with Nordic live commentary stream here today, and we are commentating the Philadelphia Flyers and the Dallas Stars. It should be a good one. I'm looking forward to this one here. These are two teams that we haven't streamed in a little bit. We did stream Dallas about a week or two ago, but before that, we went like 3 months without streaming them. And then the Flyers, we stream every now and then, but not too often and not too many games within each other, of course. But hope you guys are having a great day so far. It's a good weekend. Just got back from Pittsburgh today. I left from Pittsburgh this morning, got home around 3:30, did some other stuff, and then came back home for my girlfriends and got ready for the live commentary stream tonight. What's up, Ma and Bon? How we doing? Welcome to the chat. So, starting goaltenders here tonight, it is Samuel Ersson versus Casey DeSmith. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I think DeSmith's had a very good year, but Ersson has been very, very bad this season. And not only that, he's very bad when I live stream him. This is Casey DeSmith's third commentary stream. This is Ersson's fifth commentary stream. What's up, Charles? Good night watching from Nassau, Bahamas. Let's go, beloved Philadelphia Flyers. Hell yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of separate factors that play into this game for sure. The first one is that both teams are on a back-to-back, and that's obviously not the most ideal situation to be looking at there. Again, last night Dallas played in Pittsburgh. I believe they won. I'm not 100% sure, actually. Philadelphia played Detroit, and they defeated them. So there you go as we get ready for puck drop here, just confirming that. Yeah, they won. They only had... They only gave up 12 shots yesterday. They have 3 goals though. Not a good save percentage there for Jake Ottinger. But regardless of that, we're in commercial break here, getting ready to get started here with Puck Drop in just a moment. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. This is going to be another tough week. We will not be live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. We won't be live again till Wednesday this upcoming week, and then after that, next Sunday. And then that'll be it for the lack of streams there. Obviously, these last couple weeks have kind of been a struggle. I haven't been able to stream that much, but thankfully, after this week, we'll be able to get back to about 5 to 10 commentaries per week, gearing up and getting ready to go for the Stanley Cup playoffs. So we are ready to get started with Puck Drop here, live from Wells, from Xfinity Live, Xfinity Mobile Arena. I always make that mistake even still. And the Philadelphia Flyers and the Dallas Stars getting ready to face off. Mikko Rantanen out there on the ice. He's playing in his, I believe, third game back from injury here. And looking forward to lighting up the Philadelphia Flyers like they usually do. Again, both teams are on a back-to-back. The last time these two teams played, the Stars defeated the Flyers 5-1 in a pretty lopsided victory there. So it makes things very interesting heading into this one. And here we go. It's a matchup between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Dallas Stars. Sunday night hockey, and we are underway. Face-off is won back then by Dallas into their own zone. It's Nils Lindqvist who will backhand it off the boards then for Thomas Harley, who tried to play it through center. Stolen back then by the Flyers. Up top, Christian Dvorak. Down low then with it is Rasmus Ristolainen. Risto pass in front and denied there by DeSmith. And the Stars will break it back out the other way. Michael Bunting now takes it down the right side. Pass back over then to Mikko Rantanen. Cross ice for Johnston. A shot denied there by Urson with the chest. And grabbed back down low by Christian Dvorak. Dvorak now will move it through center. 3-on-3 into the Dallas zone. On the right side, Grundstrom, and a whistle's blown dead here for an offsides. Is a quick start here tonight. Shots for both teams. Ristolainen and Johnston with the chances there. And again, it's both the number twos. Last night, Dan Vladar played in Detroit. Jake Ottinger played in Pittsburgh. And that's what it's currently shaping up to be. You look at the standings again, the Philadelphia Flyers trying to pull off a miracle here and get into a playoff spot. They currently find themselves 5 points out of a spot. If they win tonight, they are within 3. Face-off one then by Dallas. As for the Stars, you are not that far behind Colorado. Only 9 points back. It's not like a monumental climb you have to make, but it still is a significant climb. You're likely playing for that home ice advantage against Minnesota. Here's Trevor Zegras down the right side. Tippett trying to throw a cross-ice pass. It goes up in the air and into the glove of Casey DeSmith. I am already behind here on the clock. Oh, and Tippett last night, hat-trick in a 5-3 win against the Detroit Red Wings. Fun tidbit about Detroit. You're gonna be seeing Detroit and Philadelphia for a little bit here. We play them two more times before the end of the season. So interesting how it's all at the end of the season, and it's all in such a short amount of time. Those are valuable points there for sure. Face-off coming up here now in the Dallas zone. Shots are 2-1 in favor of the Flyers. On the right side, then grabbing it back is Tippett. Down low, Zegras. Feeds a pass up top then. Drysdale will dump it around behind the net then to Tippett. Stolen back then by the Stars, who will clear it all the way back down into the Philadelphia zone. That is an icing. And I don't know what is going on with my clock. I don't know why it's really far ahead or I'm not just timing it right, but whatever. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Again, not expecting a huge crowd here tonight. We haven't streamed in a while, and these are two teams that don't do particularly well. Face-off one now by the Flyers. Ristolainen, a shot goes wide of DeSmith. Rebound in front there for Alex Bump, who could not convert on that play. What's up, JJ? Now Maverick Bork will take this one through center. He'll clear it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Right side, then Bump will pick it up. Thrown to center. With speed then down the right side is Noah Cates. Cates will gain the zone and try and backhand it down low. Stars intercepted back. Lindell played back down low then for Michkov, who can't get that pass. Stars will regroup and try and clear to center. Flyers keep it in. Cates down low in the corner. Stolen back then by Bichelle. Tyler Myers grabs it now below the goal line. Picked back up then through center. Colin Blackwell down the right side. He gets around Sealer. Will carry it behind the net. Throws it up top then to Myers, who will fire it wide of Urson. Battling forward down low in the corner then is Sealer with Blackwell as well. Couple net front battles here behind down low. Emil Andre battling forward then alongside Garnet Hathaway. Jamie Benn trying to get that one free. It's picked back up then by the Flyers. Here they come through center. It's a 2-on-3. Couturier and Hathaway. Coots will dump it down low into the Dallas zone. Battling for it down low in the corner, Couturier. Trying to get that puck free. It's stolen back then by Leon Bischel. What's up, Richards? Thank you. Yeah, it was an all right wedding. It was her side of the family, so it was just kind of mad for me, but still enjoyed myself. And my screen just glitched here. Never mind, here we go. Dumped down low into the zone. Adam Ernie racing for that puck, battling forward alongside Cam York. Fed back up top then. Lundqvist back over to Harley. Harley dumps it down low. Ernie battling forward as the fourth line for Dallas trying to convert. Ernie behind the net. Pass in front is broken up there. Up top then Harley gets it back for the Stars. Thomas Harley on the right side. 3 minutes gone here in this opening period. Just one shot apiece for both teams. Keep in mind, both these teams are on a back-to-back with travel. Philadelphia played in Detroit last night. Dallas played in Pittsburgh. And what's really interesting, although Philadelphia is home, they probably had a longer traveling distance than Dallas did. Here's Johnston now through the zone, then back to Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen on the right side, played back down low then. The top line out here for Dallas. Johnston tried to clear it down low behind the net then. And jabbing at that puck, going down in the corner is Cam York, and that is going to be a penalty here against the Stars. And we will see our first power play of the game. It will come to the Flyers. Pretty long playoff game here in Finland. 124 minutes. Wow. How many, I should know this. How many periods does that equate to? That's 4 overtimes? That's a lot. Wow. So Philadelphia power play coming up here. It's going to be Wyatt Johnston heading to the box for tripping. And Philadelphia will get the first opportunity here on the power play at 16:26 in this first period. Oh, I just paused the stream there. Face-off coming up now in the Dallas zone. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Philadelphia power play definitely struggled at points this season for sure. It is Cates, Michkov, Konechny, Zegras, and Ristolainen on this first unit. Puck is cleared all the way back down low into the Philadelphia zone. Urson will give it back then behind the net for Ristolainen. Flyers power play 15% on the season, dead last in the NHL. And it's acclimated to numerous different coaches. The struggle has been really insane with this power play. I'm not sure why they can't really convert. On the right side then, Michkov, puck goes off his skates. Stars steal it and clear it back to center. Grabbing it then down low is Ristolainen, but the Flyers were offsides, so they will blow it dead. Yeah, 4 overtimes is nuts, bro. That's pretty crazy. Showing off the game last night against Detroit. Oh, and Tippett with a hat trick in that game for the Flyers. It was a 5-3 win. They nearly blew it at the end. Detroit scored 3 goals in the third period to make it a 4-3 hockey game. But fortunately, the Flyers were able to hold on and get the win. It was 4-0 Philadelphia at one point. Then Detroit just erupted. Face-off here outside of the Dallas zone. It's cleared back into the Philadelphia end. Ristolainen will go back down low if Urson assists him. Risto drops it back then to Konechny. Dallas PK ranked 10th in the NHL. Konechny now through center back to Michkov. Michkov to Zegras. Pass in front. Then a shot from Cates goes wide of DeSmith. Here's Lindell trying to get that one to center. They will do so successfully all the way back into the Philadelphia zone. Already halfway through this power play. Flyers looking for their first shot. Ristolainen will drop it back then for Tippett. Tippett with speed. Gets through the D. Pass back over to Barkey. Barkey dekes in. Fires it off the post. What a chance for Denver Barkey. It was set up by Tippett. Here they come the other way. Shot there on the right side from Ernie. Goes up in the air and wide. Now battling forward on the right side. Then trying to get that puck free down low. Jamie Drysdale. 30 seconds to go here on this Philadelphia power play. Tippett back over to Barkey. Barkey will circle around on the right side, try to feed a pass up top. It's sadly cleared back to center with 15 seconds to go. Sanheim trying to bring that one through center. He gets it there and dumps it down low into the Dallas end. On the right side, Barkey gets it back, battling for it with Thomas Harley. Grabbed back down low then by Ritskovian and cleared all the way back down low into the Philadelphia zone. That should do it for the Flyers power play. The disappointment on the man advantage continues. 15%. That seems super low, even for a last-place team. Here's Bischel behind the net then. Cleared back around for Lindquist. Rantanen will get it back in the Dallas zone and look for options. Lindquist up to Bischel. Bischel on the right side then. Johnston trying to backhand that one down low. It's grabbed back in the Philadelphia zone, and Sealer tried to clear it away. It's kept in, though, by the Stars. Pass in front there for Bunting is swiftly denied by Urson, and we are about 7 minutes in or so, and we will get our first commercial break. Denver Barkey with a close post hit there on that power play. Shots are 2-1, and it is a scoreless hockey game here between the Flyers and the Stars. What are the odds that Porter Martone plays Tuesday? I would say pretty likely. I would almost say yes. What's funny is that I'm going to the game on Thursday in Philly. I'm hoping that maybe he'll hold off and make his debut then, and I can see it then. But yeah, I'm hoping for that. That'd be exciting. That'd be his home debut, because I think they're in Washington, right? Yeah, they're in Washington on Tuesday. Going to the Phillies game on Tuesday. That's why there's no streams. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Let's go over the status report here between these two teams. It's a pretty hefty status report, so let's hop right in. Neither team held a morning skate. Philadelphia coming from Detroit. Dallas coming from Pittsburgh. DeSmith is starting for the Stars after Ottinger made 9 saves and a 6-3 win against the Penguins on Saturday. Bastian left the game with a little over halfway remaining in the second period after blocking a shot. He is not playing. Ernie is filling in. Gulutzin said Hintz and Faxa could return before their regular season ends on April 15th, but obviously that doesn't factor into this game. Sam Steele is returning to Texas and expected to be out at least a week. Urson is expected to start for the Flyers after Vladar made 32 saves in the 5-3 win, and then it talks about Porter Martone and how he was he was signed by the Flyers earlier today, and that's going to be our discussion later on here in the broadcast. But yeah, Porter Martone signed by the Philadelphia Flyers. Made a video on that. You can go check it out. I am very, very excited to see what happens there with Porter Martone. Looking forward to it. What's my favorite team? My favorite team is actually the Flyers. But I'm trying to keep a moderate commentary here and not be biased. Face-off one then by the Stars on the right side. Then Nils Lindquist will take it around behind the net, then fed back up top. Bischel down low. It's chipped away then by Rantanen down low in the Philadelphia zone. Ristolainen back over to Couturier trying to clear. Kept in then by Lindquist. Lindquist cross-ice pass. Lindell's shot goes up in the air and out of play. Yeah, I mean, I always say that I will always be critical of the Flyers, but I will never be biased towards the Flyers. I will never be biased in favor of the Flyers, I guess is the best way to say what I'm trying to say. What's up, Hugh? Do the Avs play today? Is that what we're talking about? Favorite team is the Oilers? Nice. Lucky you. At least you've seen some semi-playoff success. Avs ain't playing today. It's a 6-game slate in the NHL. Devils, yeah. Heard Tortorella's coming after Vegas. Yeah, we'll discuss that here in a moment because I do want to talk about that. Next commercial break, I'll talk about that because I didn't make a video on it today. Face-off won by Dallas. They'll clear it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Right side then Jamie Drysdale will battle forward here on the right side. Bork back down low. Up top then, Dallas trying to cycle the puck down low. Maverick Bork battling forward with Jamie Drysdale on the right side. Konechny fighting with Robertson. Bork down low then, back for Robertson. Flyers just holding them down low in the corner. Bork down low back to Duchesne. Duchesne below the line. We'll look for options. Try to throw a pass in front there. It's blocked away. Here come the Flyers the other way. It's Dvorak who will dump it down low into the Dallas end. Lindell try to play it off the boards then. Puck will slide back to center. A 3-on-2 developing here. Here's Bork into the zone. Pass to Robertson. A shot saved by Urson. And Sealer will bank this one off the boards. Can't get it out. Robertson. Turnover there. Forced by the Flyers. Grundstrom will flick this puck back into the Dallas zone. Shots are 3-1 in favor of the Stars with about 7.5 minutes gone here in this first period. And yeah, I mean, again, this is not a huge surprise in terms of, again, these two teams on a back-to-back. They played in different cities last night. Definitely going to be some slow parts in this game for sure. Icing here against the Stars. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. We will be live again on Wednesday. Sharks versus Ducks will be our commentary on Wednesday. Face-off here in the Dallas zone then is won by the Stars. Bischel behind the Dallas net, back over then for Myers. Myers to Bischel. Chipped off the boards and backhanded down low into the Philadelphia end. Ristolainen trying to clear that one away. 8 minutes gone here in this first period. Ristolainen gains the line. Will chip this one back out to center. Michkov tried to bank that one down low into the Dallas end. He'll get it there successfully. Here's Cates' shot. Saved by DeSmith, if that even got on. Jamie Benn on the right side trying to clear. Flicked all the way back out to center then. Grabbed back by Michkov, who will look for options. Cross-ice pass then through center. Back over then for Barkey. Off the boards was Cates. Barkey couldn't get that puck clearly. Now battling for it down low with Bischel. Barkey down low trying to get that puck free. He's being tied up there by two much bigger and much taller defensemen there in Dallas. Shot from the point. Saved by DeSmith, who gets the easy cover there in front end. Ziegler is getting into it there with Bischel. And again, you can definitely tell, like in this game, I know I've said it a couple of times here already, you can definitely tell the slow pace in this game is definitely showing for sure. And it's not really that big of a surprise either because, again, these two teams, back-to-back, different cities. Wasn't like Philadelphia was home last night. Face-off coming up here now in the Dallas zone. Shots are 3-2 in favor of the Stars. There's Denver Barkey out there on the ice. 13 points in 35 games played this year. Has been a solid rookie for the Flyers. That's a guy they have a lot of anticipation for as a good middle sixer. I like Barkey. I've never been too high on him, but I do think he can be a good second power play kind of guy. Face-off one here by the Stars. Harley will bank this one off the boards and try and get it back to center. Barkey at center. Trying to clear that one back into the Dallas zone. Stars steal it back. Here they come the other way. Dump back down low. Played around then to the right side. Barkey will try and throw a pass to center. Can't get it there in time. Ernie will pick it up and dump it back down low into the Philadelphia zone. Urson drops it off then for Emil Andre. Thrown back to center. Barkey looking for options. Will clear it back down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Sealer off the boards. Cross-ice pass then to Barkey. Denver Barkey with speed. Through center, Couturier. Try to throw a backhand there off the boards. It'll come back to center then. Barkey back over to Drysdale, who will regroup on the right side. Jamie Drysdale then looking for options. Chipped off the boards then by York. York will dump it down low into the Dallas zone. Lindell and Heiskanen there fighting forward in the corner. Here's Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen back over then for Lindell. Lindell to Rantanen. Moves to center and fires it wide of Urson. He might have hit that off the iron, actually. Drysdale down low then for Johnston. Johnston throws it off the boards then to Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen below the line. Pass in front. Bunting can't get a shot on Lindell. A chance. And that one is blocked. Good block there by Hathaway. Kept in the zone there by the Stars. Johnston down low to Bunting. A shot saved by Urson on the right side. Heiskanen back down low for Bunting. Bunting up top to Lindell. Lindell cleared back down low then into the corner. Johnston below the line then to Rantanen. Rantanen battling for that puck. Back to Bunting. Bunting up top to Lindell. Esa Lindell will clear it around then behind the net. Back over then for Bunting. Bunting battling for it then with Couturier on the right side trying to get that puck loose. Flyers pick it up. Whistle is blown here. At 9:19, we will get a penalty, and I think it's going to be against the Flyers, so Dallas will get a chance here on the power play coming up. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. We do these commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. Also, like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Somebody asked about Tortorella. So the Vegas Golden Knights have fired head coach Bruce Cassidy. They have hired John Tortorella to be their brand new head coach. And this is a bit of an interesting move. Again, we discussed it in a TikTok that just released a couple of hours ago before I got ready to stream here tonight. But yeah, it's a very interesting move in the sense that Vegas has not been Vegas. And we've streamed Vegas a lot this year. We've streamed them the most out of any other team. And I can guarantee you they're not the same as they were. Yeah, on paper, they have a very good roster. They acquired Mitch Marner in the offseason. He's been solid for them. He hasn't been great, but he's been solid for them. I will also say this too, their goaltending has been really bad, but on paper, their roster should be one of the top contending rosters in the NHL. And the fact that they're barely holding on to a playoff spot, yeah, they're obviously in a playoff spot and they're third in the Pacific. However, big however with that, the Kings are 4 points back of them, and they play in the worst division in the entire NHL. I don't like to bring it up, but it's true. It's the worst division in the NHL. I think Tortorella will be interesting. I think he will help out with that roster. I think under the right circumstances, like I look at Philadelphia, this team was not built for Tortorella. I think Vegas can be. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there with that, but I wasn't surprised by the firing. I was surprised about the hiring of Tortorella and that they're doing it now. But it shows how much they want to win and that they're committed to that. So it'll be interesting to see how Vegas kind of changes the way they're playing here as we move further on into the season and into these last couple of games. It'll be interesting to see what they do. But anyway. Power play coming up here now for the Stars. Face-off is won then by Dallas. Heiskanen up top. Pass back over to Rantanen. Puck is chipped back down low then. Johnston looks for options. Down low in the corner. Battling for it then with Sanheim. Johnston waits. Pass back up top then to Heiskanen. Heiskanen over then for Robertson. Dallas's power play has been very powerful. One of the best power plays in the NHL this season. Robertson. Top of the circle. Johnston below the line. Pass in front. And they nearly got it there on Ursa. Not sure how that stayed out. I think about it deflected in front. Here's Heiskanen. Up top then for Duchesne. Duchesne passed over then to Johnston, broken up. Stars get it back. Rantanen on the right side. Johnston in front, fires it wide of Urson. Duchesne off the boards to Rantanen. Rantanen to Johnston, a shot tipped in front, and Duchesne gets it just wide. Rantanen up top then to Heiskanen. Heiskanen for Rantanen. Battling for it on the right side with Dvorak. It's kept in then by the Stars. Johnston to Heiskanen. Back to Johnston. Johnston to Rantanen. On the right circle. Rantanen moves up to the point. Down low then battling for it. Robertson up top. Heiskanen down low. Johnston moves to center. A pass. And Duchesne couldn't get it on. Dvorak will get it. And clear down the other way. They are hemming the Flyers in their own zone for sure. Dallas's power play, second best in the NHL, 29%. Yeah, that's been the big storyline I've seen with Tortorella, is that Marner's gonna have a hard time, and it's definitely true. 20 seconds to go here on the Dallas power play. Here come the Stars through center. Harley will drop it back then for Bork. Bork off the boards to Ritskovian, down low into the zone. That power play went by fast. Ben to Bork. Clears it down low then, back up top to Lindell. Lindell over then for Ritskovian. Behind the net then to Maverick Bork. Bork will look for options. Power play is over already. Lindell. Right side Ritskovian. Below the line then. Dallas trying to handle that puck. Ritskovian tried to get a chance on there. It was blocked off the boards. Puck is cleared back to center. Couturier. Cross check down to the ground. He'll play this one back into the Dallas end, and that'll be an icing against the Flyers. Fans are frustrated with the no call there on Couturier. I don't know. Yeah, that Dallas power play, very, very dangerous. They got a lot of weapons on that power play for sure. The only one that's been better, I believe, is the Oilers which isn't a big surprise. Whenever there's an Oilers power play, it's a pretty good percentage chance they're going to score. With McDavid and Draisaitl and Bouchard and all those guys they have that are on that power play. But Dallas, that's a really dangerous one to watch out for there too. So shots are only 3-2 in favor of the Stars through 13 minutes of play here in this first period. Face-off in the Philadelphia ends. One back then by the Flyers. Sanheim chipped off the boards. And it goes up and out of play. So we will resume. Thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream down below if you're new. Sam Ersson, since the Olympic break, he's only played 5 games. He's a 4-0 record. He must have been relieved there for Villar at one point. 1.58 goals against average and a .931 save percentage. Again, he's obviously hasn't played a lot since the Olympic break, but he's been decent. Not too bad there. Again, that's pretty solid numbers. It's only, again, a handful of games, but you'll take it if you're Philadelphia. He hasn't faced a ton of shots tonight. 6:55 to go in the first period. Face off in the Philadelphia zone, won by the Stars. Ernie up top. Myers' shot goes wide. Konechny picks it back up then for the Flyers. Travis Konechny now through center. Off the boards, Tippett. Tippett to the point then to Andre. Back over to Drysdale. Drysdale at the point looks for options. Cross-ice pass down low then. Chip back into the Dallas zone. Bischel back over to Myers. Flipped off the boards there by Adam Ernie. Now Bischel will gain that puck. Tries to clear. Kept in then by the Flyers. Konechny up top. Tippett a shot. And that one goes up in the air. And back down low behind the net then. Zegras trying to get that one back. Myers to Zegras. Try to play it back down low then. Konechny gets it. Throw back up top. Drysdale to Andre. Andre over then for Zegras. Backhand pass down low to Tippett. Can't get it on to Smith. Tippett down low then behind the net. Back over to Konechny. Konechny in front to Zegras, who can't get the shot on. He falls down to the ground. Now up top, Andre. Pass back over to Drysdale. Drysdale to Tippett. Below the line then, Zegras. Zegras up top. Shot on. Blocked. Ernie will clear this one back to center. What's insane about all this is that there have been hardly any shots in this game, but there's been chances. A lot of them have been going wide of the net or they've been blocked. My nose is so itchy. I'm sorry, guys. Here's Bump. Back over then to Ristolainen, who flicks it down low into the Dallas end. Chipped off the boards then. Johnston. Thrown back to center. With speed through the neutral zone. Played off the boards then and grabbed back by Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen into the zone. Looks for options. Pass over. Johnston breaks it up. Rebound chance there is gloved by Ersson. And a broken play turned into a great scoring chance there for the Stars. But Sam Ersson standing tall, making a big save there. 5:14 left to go in this opening period. It's been an uneventful game in terms of the shooting department, but still plenty of chances for both sides. We are still scoreless. This is the only game tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please subscribe down below. Like the stream as well if you're new. It helps out with the engagement and brings more people into the commentary. This is our last stream of March. So it's been a pretty solid month. Again, obviously, the month of the Winter Olympics was incredible. And I don't think anything will beat that month, even the playoffs maybe. Obviously, you set your goals for yourself and you want to try and beat those. But this is still a great month. Regardless of that, we did a lot of good stuff this month. But sadly, this is our last stream of March. We will be back on April 1st, April Fool's Day, for Sharks and Ducks. So get ready for probably all the million April Fool's jokes you're going to hear. And not just from me, by the way. Sure there'll definitely be some other April Fool's jokes. But I remember we did an April Fool's stream last year. It was Blues and Red Wings. It was a 2-1 win for St. Louis. It was a really good month, really good game overall. It was like no goals to the third period, too. It was really interesting. Face-off coming up in the Philadelphia zone in just a moment. 5:14 to go in this first period. Still scoreless from Xfinity Mobile Arena. Again, these two teams faced off back in, I believe, November. And it was a 5-1 win for Dallas in that game. Showing off Jamie Drysdale here. He recorded his 100th point last night at Detroit. He's starting to develop pretty well. He's been one of the guys who has flourished under Rick Tockett's system. Face-off here in the Philadelphia zone, won by the Stars. Up top, Bischel will clear this one around them. Behind the net, Drysdale battling for it on the right side with Johnston. Robertson behind the net, back over to Drysdale. Chipped off the boards and cleared back to center. Here with a break the other way is Hathaway. Hathaway with some room. Pass over. They can't get it there. Down low then with the puck. Trying to battle for it on the right side. Hathaway picks it back up top. York down low. Hathaway a shot. Save. Rebounds in front. And they can't convert. The Smith keeps that door shut. Cleared back to center. Stars will dump it down low. Flyers get it back on the right side. Then it's Drysdale who tries to play it down low. Pass all the way back to center. Grabbing it back then is Couturier. Sean Couturier on the fourth line for Philadelphia. Definitely has been taking a lesser role. Puck slides in on Urson there. He makes the save. Coots does have goals in 3 straight games. That is worth mentioning. Through center then. Couturier battling for it then with Bischel off the boards to Ben. Right side then. Konechny stolen back by Ben. A shot saved by Urson. Rebounds in front. They jab at that puck. And Urson gets the cover through all of the traffic, and now we're starting to see the opportunities flow here as the Stars now getting a handful of chances. Shots now 6-3 in favor of Dallas. This is commentary stream number 205 all time. I believe it's actually our 125th commentary of the season, if I'm remembering that correctly. 4:04 left to go here in the first period. Some good saves from Sam Urson so far. Urson, analytically the second worst goaltender in Watch with Nordic history, has a .742 save percentage in live commentary streams. What's crazy is that he is one of like 4 Flyers who has a bottom 10 record in live commentaries. It's really bad. Face-off here now is won back then by the Flyers. Cleared back behind the net then down low. Off the boards then. Dallas trying to get it back. Dumping it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Ristolainen. Back over to Carl Grundstrom. Grundstrom. Cross-ice pass then to Sanheim. Sanheim down the right side then with Lindell. Backhands it down low for Grundstrom. Trying to throw a pass in front. Stolen back then by Ben. Jamie Benn behind the net. Back over to Lindell. Lindell will throw this one off the boards over to Mikko Rantanen. Huge hit there by Konechny down low. And Konechny with, I think, a skate blade who has come off, or his foot is hurting there. Here's Johnston now into the Philadelphia zone. Hopefully Konechny is okay. Ben battling forward with Andre. Johnston trying to get that one free down low. Bump is holding him against the boards. Still fighting for that puck. Ben up to the point. Myers. He'll get around Cates. Myers below the line, fires it on Urson. He'll make the save. Another chance for Myers. Goes through the crease, but not directly on. Less than 3 minutes to go here in this opening period. Dallas gets it back. Blackwell dumps it down low. Stolen back then by the Flyers. Andre chips it off the boards and all the way back into the Dallas zone. This will not be an icing. Stars get it back now through center. Bischel with speed will dump it into the Philadelphia zone. York fighting then with Ernie. Grab back down low then by Back, who will try and hold it against the boards and throws it around behind the net then back up to the point. Lindquist a shot there. Almost went in the net. Urson did not know where that puck was. Drysdale over to Barkey. Barkey gets it back to center. Tippett backhands it down low. Zegras trying to deke into the zone. Stolen back then by Barkey on the right side. Denver Barkey trying to get that puck loose. Battling for it then with Back. Puck is cleared all the way back into the Philadelphia zone. And this time it will be an icing. Dallas does not agree with that icing call, but doesn't really matter what they think. And looking at Travis Konechny here, who he lost his skate blade, so I couldn't tell exactly from my angle, like if he was like injured or something. If he kind of like hurt his leg there, but his skate blade came off. Fortunately, it's not anything serious. Face-off coming up now in the Dallas zone. It's won back then by the Flyers. Sanheim up top to Risto. Dumped around then behind the net. Lindquist over then to Steele. Steele will clear it back to center. Then Flyers trying to regroup with that puck. Rasmus Ristolainen with 100 seconds to go here in this first period. Dumps it down low into the Dallas zone. Heiskanen battling for them with Dvorak. Grab back down low by Konechny. Konechny up top. Sanheim, a shot saved by DeSmith through the traffic. And back down low, they're trying to get it back, is Duchesne. Flyers steal it. Konechny, a shot. And that one is blocked in front, I believe. Harley will come back and regroup. Konechny was there. It's banked back to center. Flyers keep the pressure going. Off the boards then into the zone. Ristolainen puts it through his legs around Heiskanen. Backhand on. Saved by DeSmith. And what a chance there for Rasmus Ristolainen. Great offensive play there. Puck slides into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim will clear this one back to center. Last minute of play here in this first period. Myers grabs it back then for the Stars. Chipped off the boards and back to center. Dallas will break it into the zone. Duchesne over then tied up there by Bourque on the right side. Puck is cleared to center. Dallas will get it back in their own end. Tyler Myers chipped off the boards to center. Robertson ahead then for Rantanen. Rantanen dekes around. He's knocked down by Drysdale. Jabbing at that puck. Shot on. Saved by Urson. Now Zegras down low in the corner. 25 seconds to go. Ben on the right side then battling forward. It's thrown back to center. Tippett will poke check it away. Here come the Flyers. Zegras fumbled the puck. And the Stars will take it right back down low. Johnston back over to Rantanen. York intercepts it. 10 seconds to go. Zegras to center. Will dump it in there just wide of DeSmith. It's grabbed back by Lindquist. And that'll do it for period number 1. Shots were 7-4 in that opening period. And it was a scoreless hockey game after 20 minutes of play. Both the numbers 2s playing pretty solid here so far tonight. And we will head to intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for the start of period number 2 momentarily. This is the countdown till the second. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Oh boy. So that was a fun first period there. Thank you all for tuning in. Like the stream down below. We're at 8 likes. Not too bad. Again, not the bigger crowd that we have, but that's okay. Not mad at that whatsoever. Got to figure out, because I feel like I'm a little bit behind. Like I feel like I'm behind in the stream here. So I'm going to try and do some moving around and figure this out. Shot 7-4 in favor of Dallas through 20 minutes of play. There was only 2 power plays in that first period. One from Johnston, one from Couturier. And that made it a scoreless hockey game. No goals on those power plays, obviously. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any of you guys want to talk about, comment them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, we'll take a little bit of a chill pill here and get ready for period number 2 in just a moment. What's funny is Casey DeSmith, 7th best record in live commentary streams. In fact, the best record by any goaltender with more than one singular game played. 2 commentary streams. He's 1-1. Has a 0.5 goals against average and a .965 save percentage. He actually has a shutout in Watch with Nordic streams. It came back in November, a 7-0 win over Montreal. He made 24 saves in that shutout win. He wants to do an intermission question. We haven't done one of these in a while. Why not? Question number 329 of the 1,000 intermission questions that I have. What is your favorite thing about going on summer vacation? I think it's already in the sentence there. Vacation. But I love to go to the beach. I love to go to the beach and lay in the sand and all that good stuff. Just, I would love to do that. Or I love doing that, and I don't get to do it enough, but whenever I do get the chance, I am blessed. I am blessed, that's for sure. So yeah, we will not be live Monday, Tuesday. We'll be live on Wednesday for Sharks and Ducks. That game starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, so we will be live then. And then Thursday, we will not stream. Friday, Saturday, we won't stream either. Then we'll be back on Sunday for Avalanche and Blues. That'll be the next game up there on our commentary schedule. So, again, it sucks with the way that my schedule is. I won't be able to stream as much in the coming days and all that, but don't worry. We'll hopefully be back at it for some more. It is what it is. Gotta work a little bit here, make some money. At my actual job, people say that, oh, this is really your job, bro. But it's not. Anyway. Owen Tippett, 4 points last night against Detroit. Really good night last night.
Yeah, I think tonight just start with discipline. Can't let them have too many power plays. It kind of wins them games, and you can see they snap around pretty good. So I think going forward too, just discipline, playing the right way, playing smart, and not taking too many chances.
So good luck the rest of the way. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Send it back up to you guys.
Let's take a look at our BMW Ultimate play in that first period, and kind of a poking play that develops, and Michael Bunting gets a right in the slot through the screen, and Ayerson with one of his 6 saves in that first period. A beauty. Love save from Ayerson. Good stuff by Flyers net minor. Flyers in Washington to take on Alexander Ovechkin, and the Cats could be their final game. I guess so, but we don't know. 6:30 to start time for our coverage at NBC Sports Philadelphia. Intermission live for 2 weeks after this.
To test the toughness of the 3-row Kia Sorento X-Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers.
Habs a bit on fire. This is going to be your job, bro. Just believe. I hope so at some point, but I mean, again, like I'm not obviously like talking down to this. I would love for this to be my job someday, but I don't know. Habs have been on fire. Yeah, they played good today. Another win. Cole Caulfield's been awesome. It sucks because I'm probably going to miss it when he hits 50 because I think he's going to hit 50 goals. I don't think I made a video on Caulfield solely. That might be tomorrow's video. I need a couple of short ideas. Yeah, I haven't done a video on Caulfield or Trey Augustine. Those will be the 2 videos tomorrow, probably. But, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement. Got about 12 minutes here till the start of the second period. Shots are actually 6-4. Just taking a look at the stats here and stuff. Hope you guys have had a great weekend so far. Any fun plans this week? This week, although we're only streaming on Wednesday, I will be at the Philadelphia Phillies baseball on Tuesday. And then Thursday, me and my girlfriend are going to the annual Flyers versus Red Wings game. For those who don't know, I am a Philadelphia Flyers fan. My girlfriend is a Red Wings fan. So that is what we are doing on Thursday. So that is why we won't be live on Thursday. I would love to be live on Thursday, but sadly, you know, well, not sadly, but the game's going on. It's a tradition for us to go to that game, so that's what I'll be doing on Thursday. So yeah, only really one commentary stream this week on the 1st, and then after that, it kind of starts off the streak of us going live consistently moving forward from then.
Scoreless after 1 period of play here in Philadelphia. Welcome into Intermission Live, brought to you by Kia, movement that inspires. Not a lot of action there in that first period, but a lot of that is thanks to Sam Ayrton. Only saw about 6 shots.
Easter next week, long weekend coming. Yeah, but I'm away for a lot of it. But we will be live on Easter, actually. We'll be live later on in the night on Easter, so we will certainly be live, for sure. But yeah, Easter's coming up, so definitely will be a interesting weekend there. We're doing Blues and Avs on Easter Sunday. Should be a all-right game. Avalanche should demolish the Blues, but then again, the Avs are already above the playoff line. No clinching scenarios tonight. Minnesota had the chance to clinch last night, but they could not. Just with the absolute bloodbath that is the Eastern Conference. I think we're going to see some clinches this week, though, likely tomorrow and on Tuesday. We'll see a couple of clinching scenarios and stuff start flowing in. Again, only 2 teams have clinched. We got 14 teams that have to clinch. 2 teams have been eliminated from the playoffs. So again, you guys know that for those who maybe don't know, we make videos talking about the teams who get eliminated and then the teams that clinch. We still have like 30 of those videos to make over the next like 2 weeks. So 28 over the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be interesting, but we'll see. Obviously, again, it just shows the lopsidedness between like the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. No Eastern Conference teams have clinched yet. Buffalo and Carolina are the closest ones to clinch. I think Montreal will get there too, obviously, Tampa Bay, and then you get to the wild card teams and such, but I don't know. Seems more and more likely that Columbus is going to make the playoffs. Got the extra point tonight or they have a point tonight against Boston. I'm not sure if they defeated Boston. Pavel Zatka tied the game up late, completing a 3-0 comeback. So, got about 7 minutes to go here until the second period.
Something even smarter than Alan?
I don't think so. He's pretty smart. Yeah.
A whole new species of Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years. Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
We're challenging the standard of what comes standard.
All right. If only there was a later game tonight. Because I would go live for the later game, but don't think we will be able to. Or don't think, well, there isn't a later game, so that's not even possible. It's not even possible. All right, 5 minutes till the start of period number 2. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. Helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It must be the app that I'm using that's making it so far behind. Because I know that I'm behind for sure. A little bit more than usual. So I do apologize in advance. All I ask is that you please do not spoil if there's a goal or something, because I'll probably find out too, because I'm a little bit delayed. But the thing that I'm using has me a bit behind. So I do apologize in advance for that. But anywho. Be sure to check out our top 20 goaltenders, defensemen, and wingers list. Our top 10 centers list is dropping tomorrow or Wednesday. I haven't really gotten to making that list yet, so tomorrow I may be discussing the Vegas Golden Knights a little bit. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm maybe like 20 seconds behind or so than usual. I'm usually behind by maybe 10 seconds regularly. With what am I saying? Usually 10 seconds behind regularly when I'm caught up on the broadcast. Now I'm probably 30 seconds behind overall. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I've refreshed my feed a couple of times. I can't get the game on ESPN, so I'm going to be a little bit delayed as it is. It is what it is. It's whatever. So, just got to play the hand I'm dealt. It's always, I'm using NBC Sports, which is what the Flyers use for their games and such. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 2 here between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Dallas Stars. First period recap, no goals in that opening period. It was a scoreless first period. There are only 10 shots combined between the two teams. You take a look at your stats through 20. Shots, again, were 6-4 in favor of the Stars. Face-off percentage was 62% in favor of Dallas. Power plays, Dallas 0 for 1, Philadelphia 0 for 1. Hits were 14-7 in favor of the Flyers, and block shots were 5-3 in favor of the Flyers as well. Period number 2 between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Dallas Stars, live from Xfinity Mobile Arena. 2 big points on the line for both teams. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Dallas Stars. Down low then in their own zone. Chipped off the boards to the right side, then cleared back to center. Flyers trying to get that one back. Matt Duchene back over to Jason Robertson. Robertson fires it on Erson. He'll make the save. Down low then, Flyers get it back. They'll bank it out to center. Bischel holds it then for the Stars. Back over to Duchene. Duchene chipped it. Will dump it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. York off the boards down low. Flyers trying to clear. Bump through center. Stolen back then by Maverick Bourque on the right side. Flyers trying to get that one back. It's cleared all the way down low to center. Stars will get it in their own zone. Then Konechny steals it back in front. Dvorak a backhand. Save by DeSmith. Great opportunity there. Dvorak knocks down Robertson. They're getting into it there as Dvorak loses his stick in the play as well. Here's Robertson now through center. 3-on-2 into the zone. Stars get it back. Robertson circles around. We'll look for options. Feeds it back down low then for Johnston. Johnston scoots around Dvorak. Wyatt Johnston stolen back then by the Flyers, and Grundstrom will backhand that one down low into the Dallas end. Behind the net then, Miro Heiskanen gets it back then for the Stars. Heiskanen off the boards then for Johnston. Johnston tried to chip that one away then to Ben. Played back over then for Heiskanen. Down low getting it back is Lindell. Pass back up then to Ben. Stolen back by Christian Dvorak. Stars get it back into the Flyer zone immediately. Rantanen below the line. Trying to work that puck. Flyers force it back to center. Stars get it back. 7-5 are the shots on goal. Again, not a lot of shots here, as I've said a couple of times. Both teams on a back-to-back. Down low now with the puck is Barkey. He's been very active tonight. Andre to Barkey. Barkey on the right side loses that puck. Johnston clears it up top. Kept in the zone by the Flyers. Sealer shoots it. Saved by DeSmith. Played back down low then. Tippett trying to get that one free. Owen Tippett on the right side will dump it down low then furthermore into the Dallas zone. Lindell battling forward with Barkey. Barkey back over then for Zegras. Trevor Zegras down low then for Barkey. Tippett trying to loop that one around. It's stolen back then by Dallas, who will clear it back to center, or at least they'll try to. Flyers get it back. They'll bank it down low then into the Dallas zone. Chip back to center. Blackwell with speed. Back over then to Ritzkovian. Blackwell on the right side trying to handle that puck. Colin Blackwell, cross ice pass then to Myers, a shot. And through the legs then Ritzkovian trying to handle that one away. Flyers will get it back to center. Owen Tippett up then for Trevor Zegras. Zegras back over then to Lindell. Essa Lindell now carries it through center. Ritzkovian will loop it around and bank it back down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Drysdale battling forward on the right side then with Zegras. Trevor Zegras flicks it back to center. Luke Glendening, the waiver pickup, will dump it into the Dallas end. Bischel back over then for Myers, who battles forward on the right side with Sean Couturier. Trying to get that puck free down low into Dallas zone. Stars get it back. Bischel will get it all the way to center. Flyers trying to play that one as well. Dallas will steal it back on the right side on their own end. Ritzkovian will dump it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. York off the boards then for Cates. Noah Cates will carry this one down the right side here through center. Bump. Trying to poke check that one down low. Stolen back then by the Stars. Here they come with speed. Bunting. Back over then to Bourque. Maverick Bourque up top. Bourque will fire it wide of Erson then. Sanheim down low fighting with back. Played back over then for Ristolainen. Shots are 7-6 in favor of the Stars. Here's your annual watch with Nordic 6-7. Puck is dumped down low into the Dallas zone. That is an icing against the Flyers. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Not a very eventful game, if I do say so myself. There's been chances for both sides, but it's not necessarily, like, crazy. Again, both these teams on a back-to-back. It's definitely a bit of a struggle. I honestly would be doing Philadelphia versus Chicago. Or not Philadelphia, Chicago. New Jersey versus Chicago, but that game's on NHL Network. So, sadly, I cannot do that one. Face-off here now is won by the Flyers. Bump. Tries to clear it down low then. Stars will steal it back over to center. Here they come with speed. Harley, cross-ice pass then for Borka's shot. And that one is wide. Now Michkov will chip this one off the boards and back to center. On the right side, here's Michkov. Carries it in, fires it in onto Smith, who will make the save. And now we show the updated stats here in the wild card race as the Bruins defeated the Blue Jackets 4-3 in overtime. Bruins up to 92 points on the season, Jackets up to 88. Flyers stand 4 points back of that second wild card spot. If they win tonight, they can move within 2 with a game in hand. It's not impossible, but you have to win. Up top, Drysdale a shot. Save there. Rebound in front. Denied by DeSmith as well as Grundstrom gets a good chance there. And here comes the physicality down low in the Dallas end. And I mean, yeah, like again, obviously the odds are not really in their favor to get into a playoff spot there. If you're the Philadelphia Flyers, you got to hope the teams above you lose. But it's not impossible. I'll say that. It really is not impossible, to be honest with you. But, like, I don't know. You got to keep winning. There's been a couple of times this year where they've played in big games against, say, the Blue Jackets or even the Rangers, and you can't get any points out of it. You got to win those games. And they've really struggled in games like that this year. And it's been pretty frustrating, I'm not going to lie. Face-off coming up in the Dallas zone. Shots are 9-7 in favor of Philadelphia. They're the better team here in this period. Face-off won then by Philadelphia. Up top then Ristolainen. Dumps it down low behind the net. Grundstrom. Below the line then for the Flyers. Grundstrom fires it on. Blocked off then. And picked back up by the Stars. Ritskovian. Up and ahead then for Rantanen. Rantanen down low. Puck is deflected as it comes down low into the Philadelphia zone. Konechny. Behind the net then for the Flyers. Turnover in front here. Good chance there on front for Johnston, who fanned on the puck. And cleared all the way back up top. Lindell to Rantanen. Shoots it. And it goes up and out of play. I think it was blocked in front, so obviously that shot did not get on. Face-off coming up now in the Philadelphia zone. Flyers broadcast talking about the John Tortorella hiring. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement. We are a little bit under 60 or 40 subscribers away from 5,500. We're nearly halfway to 6,000 subscribers, which is awesome. I really appreciate your guys' support. Couturier then off the boards to center. Huge hit there down low. Now Ben back over to Bischel. Physicality is certainly mounting here in this Sunday night game. Through center then, Flyers trying to get it back. Bischel down low will flip a pass over then to center. Flyers get it back. It's Glendening battling forward with Ben. Ben will dump it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Andre chipped off the boards. Flyers trying to get it back to center. Blackwell on the right side. Cleared ahead then. And grabbed back by the Stars once again. Blackwell to Bischel. Leon Bischel will drop it back then. Harley chipped off the boards and back into the Philadelphia zone. 6 minutes gone here in this second period. Still scoreless, and it's been a relatively uneventful hockey game. Icing here against the Flyers, and faceoff will come back in their own zone. Golden Knights general manager on the hiring of John Tortorella. So I got a quote here. With the stretch run of the regular season upon us, we believe that a change is necessary for us to return to the level of play that is expected from our club. With Tortorella, we bring in a Stanley Cup champion as well as an experienced and respected coach in the NHL. His guidance will be a great asset to our team and pivotal point in the season we currently face. Bruce Cassidy will forever be remembered by the Golden Knights. Bork up top to Harley. A shot saved by Erson with a pad. Chipped off the boards to center. Dallas trying to get it back. Harley down low now into the Dallas zone. Thrown back to center then. Bork with speed back to Robertson. Robertson back down low then. Maverick Bork trying to battle for that puck as well. Philadelphia gets it back. Here they come through center. Tippett kind of loses it there a little bit. We'll carry this one then through center. Owen Tippett with speed. Looking for options then. Battling forward alongside Bischel. He'll backhand it down low behind the net. Dallas trying to get it back. Harley on the right side fighting with Barkey. Thomas Harley will flick this one back to center then. Grab back on the right side by the Stars. This is pretty tense, I agree. It's been a very slow kind of game, too. Flyers dump it into the Dallas zone again. Like, as I've said numerous times, both teams on a back-to-back. Johnston will throw it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Cam York behind the net then for the Flyers will dump it back into the Dallas zone. That is going to be another icing against Philly. Icings galore tonight for sure. It's been one of those games. At least it's not a blowout. I'm okay with that. At least it's not a blowout, but very, very slow, very low shot affair. Shots are 9-8 actually. Adding a shot there for the Stars. Another draw coming up in the Philadelphia zone. Face-off is won back then by the Flyers. Michkov will flick this one in the air back to center. Ziegler is battling forward then with Johnston. Cates dumps it down low. Heiskanen will dump this one off the boards to center. Rantanen with speed. Trying to carry that one into the zone. Looks for options. Cross-ice pass broken up there by Zegras and flicked back to center. Here's Zegras with the puck. Drops it back. Dvorak. Cross-ice pass. Sanheim looks to Michkov. He couldn't get it directly on his stick. He'll throw it up top then to Ristolainen. Ristolainen down low below the line. Zegras battling forward with Heiskanen. Michkov below the line. Matvei Michkov trying to play this one to center. Zegras in the corner for Philly. Fires it on. Save. Rebounds in front. It slides through Ristolainen. We have a penalty coming up. And it's against the Stars. And some physicality gets it. Furthermore, and maybe there's another penalty coming out of this. Ristolainen kind of gave a little jab there at, I think it was Lindell. The Stars did not like that. But Philadelphia, as of now, is going to the power play for the second time tonight. It'll be 2 minutes for high sticking. And the Flyers will head to the power play here in just a moment. It is Mikko Rantanen for a high stick on Rasmus Ristolainen. Ristolainen got into it with Lindell afterwards. There was no call. Physicality definitely taking a big role here. And we will now see a Philadelphia power play. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Who do I think will win? I think that Philadelphia will come out with the win. They're at home. They need a point more. They should win the game. Or they need to win the game. But if I'm being realistic, Dallas probably will win. If I'm being completely honest. But yeah, guys, this has been a very, 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 very uneventful kind of game. There's been power plays. There's been chances, sure. But, like, Not a lot of, like, grade A opportunities or anything like that. It's just been a super slow moving game. And that's how it is sometimes. You know, it's how it is sometimes in some of the games. Is what it is. Got 40 people in the commentary. Thank you all so much. Not too bad for a Sunday night commentary. I'm very happy to see that, actually. Thank you all for making this stream worth it. It means a lot. Little tired after my drive from Pittsburgh this morning, so... But I decided, you know what? Let's go live for another commentary. Dallas Stars for the win. We'll see, bro. We shall see. Philadelphia power play coming up here. Face-off will come into Dallas zone. Flyers, again, worst power play in the NHL. They are 0 for 1 tonight. They had no shots on that power play either. So Philadelphia hoping to convert better on this one here. Coming up in a moment. Danny Briere talking to the media right now on my screen. And obviously the signing of Porter Marteau makes things interesting. Face-off won by the Flyers. Zegras on the right side up top. Then Ristolainen fires it on. Save rebounds in front. And Cates could not tuck it there onto Smith. Zegras up top then to Ristolainen. Ristolainen back over to Michkov. Risto up top. Back down low then. Stolen back by the Stars, who will try and clear. It's kept in then by the Flyers. Michkov on the right side throws a centering pass. It's blocked by the Stars. Here they come the other way. Down the right side, shorthanded with speed. Highright will bring it into the zone. Battling for it in the corner then. And Dallas trying to pick up a shorthanded chance there. Stolen back then by the Flyers. Konechny will drop it back then for Ristolainen. Flyers trying to set up. Risto to Konechny. Nearly 50 seconds gone already on the power play. Zegras gains the line. Dekes around Blackwell. Gets around Heiskanen and pass over to Michkov down low in front. And a great chance there for Dvorak. He couldn't get the backhand there on to Smith. Konechny. Cross-ice pass to Ristolainen. Ristolainen down low Dvorak. Dvorak looks. Konechny. Toe drag. Down low then. Zegras pass over. It's in the crease. They jab at that puck. It's down low behind that for Michkov. Oh my God. Sorry guys. Konechny throws it up top. Risto to Konechny. Puck goes back down low behind the net then to Michkov. Michkov centering pass to Dvorak. Pass over. And Zegras can't get the shot on. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Zegras pass down low to Michkov. Couldn't get it on there. Now Konechny throws it back behind the net. Trevor Zegras up top to Ristolainen. Pass back over then for Michkov. Matvei Michkov back down low for Konechny. Konechny to Michkov. Trying to throw a centering pass. Konechny in front. He scores! Power play goal for Travis Konechny. And the Flyers strike first. It's 1-0. For the 6th time in the last 7 games, they have the first goal. And it comes on the power play. And again, if there was any time for the power play to get going, it was now. Travis Konechny, his 26th goal of the season, assisted by Michkov and Ristolainen. Kind of going way too fast on that call there, but there we go. Travis Konechny, 26th goal of the season, assisted by Michkov and Ristolainen. And the Flyers have the 1-0 lead. Shots are 11-8. Dallas kind of taking a look at this here. I don't know if they're taking a second to take their breath, if they called a timeout. I'm not sure what's going on here, but it looks like there's something wrong with the glass in the Dallas end that they're looking at or something. And again, if there was any time for the power play to get going, it was now. Not exactly sure what is on the call, but Travis Konechny, 26 goals on the season. And on the 11th shot of the game for the Flyers, they make it a 1-0 lead. And this is a game where you really got to win. Again, you're 4 points back. You can advance to 2 points back with Porter Marteau coming in on Tuesday. Should be very interesting. Flyers will backhand it down low then into the Dallas zone. Puck will slide just wide of DeSmith. Bischel battling for it down low in the corner. That's the second goal in 3 games that DeSmith has allowed in live commentaries. Dallas will pick it up and get it to center. Rantanen drops it back for Robertson. Robertson to Johnston. Johnston fires it on. It's blocked. 9.5 minutes to go here in this second period. Flyers will bank it back to center. Trying to chip that one down low then into the Dallas end. Grabbing it back below the line then is Harley. Robertson deking through center. Jason Robertson back to Mikko Rantanen up top. Poke checked away then by the Flyers. Couturier tried to send Tippett. Tippett gets it back. One-on-one there with Bichelle. He'll carry it down low into the corner. Loops it back around. Up top then. Sanheim a shot. And it goes up and high. Couturier behind the net then for Philadelphia. Stolen back then by the Stars, who will clear it once again. Back to center. Sealer off the boards. Hit off there by Bischel. Barkey battling for it on the right side. Grab back then by Sanheim. He'll dump it down low then into the Dallas end to Smith. Back to Bischel. Over for Harley. Stars regrouping now on their own end. Thomas Harley looking for options. 8.5 minutes to go in the second. Urson comes out of his net to play the puck then. Back over to Barkey. We'll get it to center. Nils Lindquist. Cross ice pass to Maverick Bourque. Bourque off the boards then on the right side for Duchesne. Up top to Lindell. Lindell will dump it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim kicked off the boards to center. Lindell back to Konechny. Intercepted again then by the Stars. Here they come the other way. Bourque with Verchkovian. Bourque a shot. Saved by Urson. Christian Dvorak now carries it through center. He'll dump it into the Dallas zone. Behind the net then, Lindell battling for it on the right side with Konechny. Trying to get that one free. Kept in there by Drysdale. Pass is blocked. Back will force it to center. And good play there by Oscar Back. Flyers trying to keep the pressure up. Konechny over then for Grundstrom. Save by DeSmith. Rebounds in front. What a save by Casey DeSmith. Wow. Puck will slide into the Philadelphia zone. That's an icing. I wonder if he hit the post on that one. But wow. If DeSmith got a piece of that, what a save. Whew. Wow. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. Face-off won by the Flyers in the Dallas zone. Up top, Drysdale over to Michkov. A shot saved by DeSmith, who catches it there with the chest. And the physicality continues furthermore here in Philadelphia. Travis Konechny with a power play goal in front. And the Flyers lead 1-0 in the second. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. I'm going to take this off. I'm not sure what shirt I'm wearing under this, though, so it may take me a second to get an actual good shirt. Hot. I'm also, very tired. I didn't sleep very well last night, so just give me a moment, guys. Get changed here super quickly. It's not often I do a wardrobe change midstream, but that's what I'm doing here. All right, there we go. Yep. freaking, much better. Feel a lot more comfortable. So we will not be live again till Wednesday, sadly. That'll be our next time that we are live for a live commentary. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. With the way my work schedule is, I won't be able to do any commentary streams in between, really, but trying to do my best to get commentaries out when we can. You never know, maybe my schedule changes at points. Face-off coming up now in the Dallas zone. The Flyers have put on plenty of pressure here in this second period. Face-off won back then by Dallas, trying to play it through center. Stolen back by Grundstrom. Grundstrom down the right side, below the line then. Flyers get it back. Konechny up top. Sanheim a shot. And it goes wide up to Smith. Stars trying to clear. Flyers keep it in. Finally, Dallas will get it to center. Heiskanen dumps it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Grundstrom off the boards to center. Konechny battling for it then with Heiskanen. On the right side, Dallas gets it back. Heiskanen will dump it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Urson behind the net for the Stars. Grundstrom trying to clear that puck to center. Ristolainen there on the right side as well. Will flick this back into the Dallas zone. 6.5 minutes to go here in period number 2. It was Travis Konechny who scored the opening goal of this game in the second period. Robertson on the right side with some room. Deeks around tip and a backhand on is denied by Urson. And there's a look at some of the skill that Dallas carries. We know that it's there, even though it's a slow-moving game for them tonight. Obviously, they travel from Pittsburgh here, as I did today, ironically enough. So, you know. But if they can travel and play, I can definitely travel and stream. And for those asking, no, I didn't go to the game last night. I would have loved to, but no. It was a wedding that I was in Pittsburgh for. So good chance there for Jason Robertson. Face-off won here by the Stars. Bischel on the right side fires it on. Grab back then down low by Ritskovian. Ritskovian fighting for it then with Sealer. Sealer on the right side. Thrown back to center. Bischel battling for it then with Myers. Lee and Bischel trying to get it to center. Here's Blackwell, who will regroup now down low in the Dallas zone. Chipped off the boards then. Behind the net trying to get that one back is Tyler Myers. Trade deadline acquisition there. Thrown back to center. Behind the net, Blackwell battling for them with Andre. Sealer down low in the corner. Hathaway gets it back then for the Flyers. He's tied up against the boards. Sealer backhands it off the boards. Lindell battling for it. Essa Lindell below the line. On the right side, Hartley up top. Myers. Over to Duchesne in front. Ernie a shot. Save. Rebounds in front on Urson. They're jabbing at that puck. They can't get it past. And the Flyers will get it back to center. Andre will dump it down low then into the Dallas end. It's in on to Smith, who will make the easy save. Dallas getting their 10th shot of the game. Lindell for Duchesne. Back over to Ben. Poke checked away. Dallas will clear it back down low. Thrown over then for Jamie Benn on the right side. Can Dallas tie it for sure? Here come the Flyers the other way. Alex Bump will chip it down low into the Dallas end. Heiskanen on the right side battling for it then with Bump. It's stolen back quickly by the Stars to center. York off the boards then for Bump. Puck will slide just wide of the net of DeSmith, causing an icing against the Flyers. Shots 14-10 in favor of Philadelphia. Travis Konechny picking up his first goal in a Watch with Nordic commentary. You don't know nothing about Dallas. Just gamble today. I figured. All good. 4.5 minutes to go here in period number 2. Flyers trying to clear to center. Catch him by the Stars in front. Rantanen a chance. He fumbled the puck. Couldn't get it there on Urson. He had a wide open opportunity, but couldn't convert. Puck will slide back down low then into the Dallas zone. Harley behind the net then for the Stars. He'll carry it through center, off the boards, then Rantanen fires it on Urson. He'll make the save. Up top, Harley. Back over then for Robertson. Robertson shoots it, tipped in front again, denied there by Urson as well. 4 minutes to go here in period number 2. Lindquist chips it off the boards. Pass back down low then for Thomas Harley. Harley into the zone. Pass back for Johnston, who will loop it around. Intercepted by Konechny. Konechny's got some room on a breakaway. He's in! He's tied up there in front. Is this a penalty shot? It will not be, but a penalty coming up against the Stars yet again, as Konechny was hooked. And the Flyers will go to the power play. 3:33 left to go in the second period. Another power play coming up for the Flyers late in the second. Used to live in San Jose. Nice. They got the Sharks there. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below. Philadelphia power play coming up. They're 1 for 2 tonight. The only goal coming on the power play from Konechny and Michkov and Ristolainen. So, cool little fact there. Surprised that's Travis Konechny's first freaking goal in a commentary. That kind of surprises me a little bit, but anyway. Oh my goodness. Porter Martone and Wells Fargo and Xfinity Mobile. I keep almost saying Wells Fargo every time. Martone expected to play on Tuesday in Washington. We'll see what happens there with that. He could end up playing Thursday. We'll find out. But the top prospect for the Philadelphia Flyers expected to make his NHL debut at some point this week. Do I think both teams will combine for all three together? Potentially. We'll see. If there's one more goal, you're guaranteed. Zegras up top then for Ristolainen. Ristolainen dumps it around then behind the net. Michkov battling forward with Heiskanen. Flyers are 1 for 2 tonight on the power play. Shots are 14-13 in favor of Philadelphia. Konechny battling for it then with Michkov. At center, Dallas will dump it down the other way. Grabbed back behind the net then by Urson. Sam Urson with that puck. Will give it up then for Ristolainen. Flyers trying to cycle here in their own zone. Konechny carries it now through center, off the boards then for Cates. Cates to Konechny. Chipped off the boards to Michkov up top. Michkov to Zegras, battling forward then with Heiskanen, backhanded all the way to center. Nearly halfway through the Philadelphia power play. Ristolainen chipped off the boards to center. Zegras trying to carry this one into the zone. Zegras will loop around then, back up top to Barkey. Denver Barkey down the right side, below the line. Pass over, Michkov, a chance! Denied by DeSmith. And a big save there by Casey DeSmith robs Michkov of his second point of the game. Looks like everybody in the chat has a parlay. What a chance for Michkov. And DeSmith with the glove save and the cover. What a stop that was. Face-off coming up now in the Dallas zone. It is one back, down low behind the net, then Flyers trying to get it down low in front. Dvorak a chance, and that one's denied. Here's back, trying to play it through center. Flyers collision there at center. It's cleared back away. Drysdale racing for it. Harai steals in a shot. He scores! R2 Huru with his first NHL goal, and it's a shorthanded goal, and it ties the game. What a shot from Huru. And I believe that's how you say his name, and I'm pretty sure that is also his first NHL goal. It is. In his 18th NHL game, R2 Huru scores his first NHL goal to tie the game up here for the Stars. That is the 15th. That is the 15th first NHL goal in live commentary history. That is awesome. First career NHL goal for R2 Huru. Face off at center then, grabbed back by Ristolainen. Ristolainen cross ice pass then to Konechny. Konechny will dump it down low into the Dallas zone. And so for the person who asked if it was guaranteed all three together, you are pretty much guaranteed that here. 3 or more. Puck is dropped back then for Trevor Zegras, who will carry it through center. Zegras try to deke around Myers there. Stars will steal it back and clear it back down low into the Philadelphia zone. Power play is over with 1.5 minutes to go in this second period. Ristolainen carries it now through center. Down low now, Zegras battling for it. In the corner with Johnston. Stars trying to get it out the other way. Robertson will feed a puck to center. Backhanding it down low into the Philadelphia end. Urson behind his own net. Over then for Glendening. Luke Glendening off the boards. Through center, Couturier waits, fires it. And it goes off of DeSmith's pads. And back to center. Last minute of play in period number 2. Below the line then deking it. Johnson and Robertson a chance. They jab at that puck. And back down low to the corner. Couturier gets it back then for the Flyers, who will flick it back to center with 45 to go. Puck slides in there on DeSmith. Played back behind the net then to Bischel. Lee and Bischel on the right side. Cleared back to center. 30 seconds to go in this second period. Shot 17-15 in favor of Philadelphia. Time winding down. Tippett behind the net. Knocked down low in the corner then is Heiskanen. Lindell off the boards for Maverick Bourque. Less than 15 to go. Duchesne to Ben. Intercepted there on the right side. Heiskanen gets it back up top. Then Duchesne waits, fires it. It's blocked. Flyers get it back the other way, and there's no time left to create an opportunity, and that will do it for period number 2. A much more eventful second period there. Power play goal from Travis Konechny. Shorthanded goal from R2 Huru. His first NHL goal. And we are tied up at 1 heading into period number 3 coming up here in just a moment. That being said, folks, it is intermission time. Go get a snack. Go get a drink. Do what you got to do. We will be back for period number 3 momentarily. This is the countdown till the 3rd. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the wonderful commentary. We got some work to do here in this second intermission. 2 commentary clips that I want to make. So I'm going to get to cooking with that. But R2 Huru with his first NHL goal to tie the game up there after Konechny got a power play goal earlier in the game. All goals have been on special teams. And now we shall see what this exciting third period has to hold. Stick around, guys. Oh my gosh. So yeah, guys, we do these commentaries every single week for all 32 teams. Pretty good second period. It was a lot better than the first. The first was very uneventful, I must say.
Up top to Ristolainen. Pass back over then for Michka. Gonna throw a centering pass, connecting in front. He's gone. Gonna throw connecting to Michka. Gonna throw a centering pass, connecting in front. He's gone. Connecting in front. He scored. Power play goal for Travis Connecting, and the Flyers strike first. It's 1-0.
Just bet on the NHL. Who's the best team?
In the last 7 games, they have the first goal.
I would say, as JJ said, the Avalanche and Tampa. Another good team is the Hurricanes. Hurricanes are a good one. The Stars are a good team to root for as well. So there you go.
How much will Cale Makar need on his neck?
Abs look legit, but wonder if they take it all. It all depends. The fun thing about the Stanley Cup playoffs is that anything can happen. Any team can win on any given night.
For connecting to Michka.
And usually, I will say this, usually the team that finishes first place in the regular season usually doesn't win in the playoffs. It hasn't happened in about 15 years, I think.
I mean, a similar effort. I think, you can start with me. We're getting a little loose, giving them some chances because we're pressing. So I think we just need to dial it back in. Started the game we were playing the first half of the game, and, we should be able to get a couple of.
All right, just uploading some clips here from the commentary up onto the YouTube channel. So sorry, guys, that's not why I'm talking. UConn defeated Duke 75-74 to advance to the Final Four. Nice. It's almost over. It's crazy. Islanders have been good to you on comebacks. Yeah, Islanders have definitely been a good comeback team for sure. Especially recently. I'll agree with that. All right, uploading the first clip. Actually getting all the goals here uploaded. Why not?
They say breakfast is the most important meal. There's regular cold. And then there's the Mountain Dew. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light.
That was a snipe from Huru, too. That was a nice top shelf goal there. Done betting on the Panthers. Yeah, Florida's kind of fallen out of the race. I wouldn't go with Florida at all.
Get low APRs, great finance cash, or amazing cashback offers on Toyota trucks like Tundra and Tacoma. Shop online and visit your nearest Tri-State Toyota dealer today.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Oh, of course. Of course I forgot to do that. That's the second first NHL goal that has been against the Flyers in a live commentary, I'm pretty sure. Trying to look through the log here. I'm pretty sure that's the first time. First ever Dallas Star to score his first NHL goal on a live commentary as well. 15th all time. Really not a lot of notable names here, I'm not going to lie. Like in terms of big name guys. Never really commented on any of those. Maybe I'll be lucky if Martone takes a while or if somebody else commits over. We'll see. Yeah, Barkov, him not being there for Florida's really hurt them. I agree.
What a shot from Huru. And I believe that's how you say his name, and I'm pretty sure that is also his first NHL goal.
Perfect. Get that uploaded.
An old lab from a long time ago.
Still racing for it. Harai steals in a shot. He scores!
All right. Got about 9 minutes or so till the start of the third period. All right.
This is
All right, perfect. There we go. Y'all the favorite team? Yeah, my favorite team's the Flyers, actually. All right.
Drysdale racing for it. Harai steals in a shot. He scores! Drysdale.
All right, last clip. All right, let's go over the other scores around the NHL real quick, then I'm going to go use the bathroom. Games that have concluded today. Rangers beat the Panthers 3-1 your final score. Adam Sikora, Connor Sherry, and Adam Fox scored the goals for the Rangers in that 3-1 win. The Lightning defeat the Predators. And I believe Joakim Kemmel with his first NHL goal in that game. And then Jake Gensel, Brandon Hagel, and Corey Perry making it a 3-2 final score there for the Bolts. Canadians defeat the Hurricanes. Cole Caulfield with another goal. He's up to 46 on the year. Nick Suzuki with 2 goals in the game as well. Multi-point game from him and Caulfield. 3-1's your final score. Bruins and Blue Jackets was a massive comeback. It was 3-0 Columbus in the third period or heading into the third period, and then the Bruins came back after a late game-tying goal from Zacha with 11 seconds left, and then the shootout winner from Victor Arvidsson gave the Bruins the 4-3 win in that game. There is another game corresponding with this one. That is Blackhawks and Devils. That game is tied 2-2 at the end of 40 minutes of play. Nemec, Brown, and then Mikheyev and Nazar with the goals in that one. Big Sharks guy. Yeah, I like the Sharks. Celebrini's really fun. All right, those are the scores around the NHL. I'm going to go use the bathroom really quick, guys. I will be right back. Yeah, I know you're a Dallas guy now, JJ. That's why I'm doing this.
total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get a $12.50 members only incentive.
To test the toughness of the three-row Kia Sorento X-Pro and the Kia Sorento Turbo Hybrid, we recreated some of the wettest springs, hottest summers, windiest falls, and coldest winters. All on one track. To prove these three-row SUVs.
Alrighty, I have returned. Sorry about that, guys. Use the bathroom real quick. 5 minutes to go here till the start of period number 3. Now I'm cold. Hot in here, but cold out there. So again, I announced our commentary schedule for the week. Sadly, only 2 commentaries overall this week. We'll be live on Wednesday for Sharks and Ducks, 9 p.m. start time here on the East Coast. I believe it's 6 o'clock on the West Coast. So for those who were curious about that. And then as well as that too, we'll be live then on Easter Sunday for Avalanche and Blues. Again, a much lesser amount of commentaries this week with the way my work schedule is and all that. It's preventing me from doing any more commentaries in light of that. But I hope to potentially be doing more commentaries the following week. The Frozen Four's that following week too, so I'm excited for that. All right, perfect. There we go. 85 there in Cali. Well, lucky you. It's not that hot here, but you know.
Telling me in that intermission interview that Porter Martin's nickname is already Marty, so they're already on a nickname basis.
Shots were 17-15 after 40 minutes of play, and now third period coming up here in just a moment from Xfinity Mobile Arena. By the way, in terms of the commentary records for both these teams, it's worth mentioning Dallas, this is their 14th commentary all-time in Watch with Nordic history. They are 7-5-1 in Watch with Nordic streams. The Flyers, this is their 11th commentary all-time. They're 2-8 when I live stream them. They do not do good when I stream them. Am I in Philly? I live in the Philly area. I'm not in Philadelphia directly, but I am in the greater Philadelphia area. Taking live Uber with 5 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, temperature tomorrow here is supposed to be 65 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather actually, the next couple days doesn't look that bad. Low key. I love to see that. That's what I love to see. Doesn't look that bad the next couple days. What about... Because that's Philly, right? What about in Reading? Yeah. It's supposed to be really warm these next couple days. That makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. Did I get to meet Yager yesterday? I know he was near, but no. No, I was away. Would have loved to have met Yager, though. Oh, you're taking the under. Okay, I was like, Uber. I was like, what? Under, okay. That's not even Huru's first point in a commentary. That's his first goal, though. We've commentated an assist for him in a previous game. Interesting. Alrighty, everyone, let's get ready for the start of period number 3 here between the Dallas Stars and the Philadelphia Flyers. Second period recap. Goals were scored by Travis Konechny and Arttu Huru, who got the goals in that middle frame to make it a 1-1 tie after 40 minutes of play. Take a look at your stats through 40. Shots are 17-15 in favor of Philadelphia. Faceoff percentage, 53% in favor of Dallas. Power plays, Philadelphia 1 for 3. Dallas 0 for 1. Hits are 22-11 in favor of Philadelphia. And block shots are 7-4 in favor of Philadelphia as well. Third period is underway. Harley down low behind the net, then in the Dallas zone. Bischel, turnover there, forced by the Flyers. Dvorak on the right side. Michkov in the corner, stolen back then by the Stars. Here they come the other way. Ernie flicks it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Adam Ernie then will play it back on the right side. Blackwell behind the net then for Ritzkovian. Justin Ritzkovian now will try and play this puck on the right side. Flyers trying to clear to center. Ritzkovian cross-ice pass is broken up then by Philadelphia and cleared to center. Harley with the puck. We'll look for options now in the corner. Harley in the Dallas zone. Back over then for Johnston. Johnston gains the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim battling for it behind the net then with Johnston. Ristolainen gets it back for Philly. Here they come the other way. 3-on-2 developing. Konechny into the zone with Grundstrom. Grundstrom pass over. Save. Rebounds in front. Konechny can't tuck it. Pass in front. And Sanheim could not complete it as the Stars blocked it before it could get all the way there. Grundstrom battling for it now down low in the corner. Grabbed back then by the Stars. Back on the right side then. Dvorak gets it back for Philly. Behind the net then Konechny. Throws it up top to Robertson, who will backhand that one to center. Philadelphia will respond by dumping it back again down low. Philadelphia's done a good job of getting plenty of chances on Casey DeSmith. Bork will drop it back then through center. Duchesne clears it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Urson out of his own net to play that puck. Drysdale off the boards trying to backhand this one to center. Barkey intercepted then by Dallas. Down low then Cam York gets it back for Philadelphia. York regroups behind his own net. Cam York now will carry this one through center. Chipped off the boards. Tippett will carry it into the zone. He gets knocked off that puck. And it comes back to center. Philadelphia will dump it down low then into the Dallas zone. DeSmith gives it back over then for Bischel. Slow start here to this third period. Bischel over then to Myers. Tyler Myers regroups now in his own end. Turnover forced there by Hathaway, who battles for it in the corner. Now getting it back is Glendening. Tied up against the boards there by Myers. Puck is still loose down low in the corner. Hathaway trying to get it free back to Myers. Tyler Myers now carries it through center. He'll flick it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Flyers get it back. Here they come the other way. Hathaway off the boards then for Glendening. Glendening battling forward with Harley. Behind the net then, Ernie will play it up to center. Backhanded off the boards. And back into the Philadelphia zone. Now Sealer fighting with back. Stolen back then by Philadelphia. Cates off the boards then for Michkov. Stolen back then by the Stars. Harley to Lindquist. Lindquist now will drop it back then for Harley, who will regroup in the Dallas end. Harley off the boards for Rantanen. Rantanen chipped off the boards then for Jason Robertson. Robertson, cross-ice pass to Rantanen, can't get it there in time. Mikko Rantanen below the line. Stolen back then by the Flyers. Konechny tried to clear. Kept in by the Stars. Backhanded down low. Philadelphia gets it back. Konechny 1-on-2 will just flick it down low. DeSmith will play it behind his own net. Back over then for Robertson. Through to center. Flyers trying to get it back. Konechny stolen back by Rantanen as soon as I say that. Dallas will dump it down low into the Philadelphia end and get a change off. Jamie Drysdale down low now in the Philadelphia zone. 4 minutes gone here in this third period. We are tied at 1. These points definitely matter a lot more to Philadelphia than they do to Dallas. Flyers find themselves 4 points back of the playoff line, trying to get back in the playoffs. They were in a playoff position in January. They had a massive fall off, and now they've been playing catch-up since. Hand pass at center, and play is blown dead. 15:47 left to go in period number 3. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate it. Or Stefan. I really appreciate that. Doing my best. Stars get it now in their own zone. We do these commentary streams every single week for all 32 teams. Heiskanen dumps it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Ben behind the net then battling for it with York. Grabbed then behind the net by Trevor Zegras. Zegras will try and carry it through center. Will drop back down low then for Drysdale instead. Drysdale behind the net then for York. Cam York will flick this one to center. Barkey battling for it on the right side. Stars get it back. Here's Bork. Carries it through center. Nearly 5 minutes gone here in this third period. We are still tied. Duchesne pass in front. Broken up there by Ben. Barkey trying to poke check that one ahead. Stars get it back. Ben on the right side then for Tippett. Tippett trying to chip that one down low. It's grabbed back then by Tyler Myers. Here in the Dallas zone. Myers looks for options. Bischel flicks it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Sanheim trying to clear that one off the boards. On the right side, Sealer is there as well. Rantanen up top. Bischel a shot. It's swiftly blocked. Couturier trying to get it to center. Played back down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Dallas trying to keep that one in down low. Johnston centering pass is broken up. Here's Couturier now, who will carry it down the other way. Sean Couturier will dump it into the Dallas end. Lindquist flicks it to center. Stars get it back in their own end. Just a lot of back and forth. Only one shot so far in this period, and it came from the Flyers. There was 22 shots in the second period. This period's been a lot more laid back. Behind the net then with that puck, trying to play that one away. Then behind the net is back. Throws it up top to Harley, a shot. Saved by Urson Real. It's in front. They jab at that puck, but Urson makes the save and covers it up. And the physicality keeps on going here in Philadelphia. 13:46 to go. We are still tied at 1. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well.
It feels good to score some savings. It feels good to Geico. Daniel's having a tea party with his high school gym teacher and childhood stuffed animal while drifting through the sky.
All right. Computer's about to die. How's this one doing? Yeah, I can definitely be charged as well. Both my computers are dying. So again, as I said, we'll be live on Wednesday. Sharks and Ducks. Second time commentating that matchup this season. Should be a fun game. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia zone. Sam Ersson getting some opportunities there down low. Shots are still 18-15, however. Not a lot of shots again. Just been a lot of, very back and forth hockey. Just center ice, battling for that puck, turnovers galore, but nothing really amounting to them. We'll see if that changes here. Obviously, it's going to have to at some point. Something's got to give here. Thank you all for tuning in. We have 58 people here in this live commentary on this Sunday night. That is greatly appreciated. Subscribe down below if you're new. Showing off some history here. Ty Domi fighting a fan in the penalty box 25 years ago today. Showing that on the screen. Man, times have really changed since then, haven't they? Face off now in the Philadelphia zone. It'll be Rantanen versus Glendening. They will kick Rantanen out. Now it's Johnston against Glendening here. Luke Glendening waiver pickup for the Flyers earlier in the month. He's been all right. Whistle blown immediately. Shot still 18-16, 13:45 to go. Face-off is won back by the Flyers. Konechny will backhand this one to center. Grabbing it down low then is Heiskanen. Chipped off the boards for Rantanen. Heiskanen loses it in his own legs. Will backhand it down low then for Rantanen. Rantanen banked it off to center. Stars are still battling for that puck. Flyers get it back. Down low now below the line. Pass in front for Konechny. Whistle is blown dead. And the play is offsides. That was a late offsides. Yeah, throwback to Ty Domi fighting a fan in the penalty box. I'm sure you guys have seen the clip before if you look it up on social media. Times have changed. Did that happen today? I think that hockey player would be sued. Or the fan. I don't know. I don't know. Face off here now outside of the Dallas zone. And it's won back then by the Flyers. York will dump it down low then into the Dallas end. Lindell try to chip this one off the boards. It's kept in then by Zegras. Tippett on the right side then for Barkey. Barkey to Tippett. Shoots it into the chest of Casey DeSmith, who makes the easy save. I don't know if it's my clock going faster, but I just feel so delayed today for some reason. I don't know. About 7 minutes gone here in this third period. Again, the Flyers have played a very strong-minded hockey game. They've played solid. But it's a matter of, can you get those points? Doesn't matter if you play well. It matters if you win. They don't ask how, they ask how many. Face off in the Dallas zone. It's won back then by the Flyers. Shot from the point. Saved by DeSmith. And through the traffic, he made that stop. Shots now 20-16. What a year that was. Flyers with 20 shots on DeSmith. Casey DeSmith, again, 7th ranked in Watch with Nordic live commentary history in terms of save percentage. 2 games commentated, 965. This is his 3rd commentary stream tonight. Stars will get the puck back to center. Blackwell dumps it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Huru, who scored his first NHL goal today down low in the corner. Sealer battling for it as well. Grabbed back then by Cates. Cates off the boards then for Alex Bump. Here's Bump. Will fire it wide of DeSmith. Takes it down low then off the boards. Drysdale dumps it down low then for Cates. Cates, wraparound chance at Mitchkoff staying in front. He went an easy tap in, but he could not convert. Here with speed through center, flipping that one down low is back. Behind the net then, Jamie Drysdale. Over then for Cam York. York off the boards for Drysdale. Will chip this one down low. Dumping it into the zone is Grundstrom. Now Dvorak back over for Konechny. Konechny, pass in front is blocked. Up top then Drysdale waits, fires it through the traffic, and it goes wide. Bischel, two-man battle down low as Grundstrom and Dvorak jabbing at that puck still. Carl Grundstrom trying to get that one free. Duchesne battling for it as well. Matt Duchesne behind the net then for the Stars. Dallas only 2 shots in this third period so far. Here's Maverick Bork down low in the corner, off the boards then, and intercepted by the Flyers. Konechny, he'll deke around Robertson, decides to revert back into the Philadelphia end. Pass back over then for Sanheim. Sanheim into the zone, fires it down low then for Glendening, who couldn't get it clearly on his stick. Couturier on the right side in the Dallas end. Sean Couturier then up to the point. Sanheim, a shot saved by DeSmith. And grabbed back then by the Stars. Flyers keep it in. Couturier off his hand, plays it down low then. Pass over for Hathaway, a shot save, rebound in front. And a great chance there for Glendening. He cannot convert. This fourth line cooking once again. Couturier behind the net then, stolen back by the Stars. Dallas will carry it through center. Johnston intercepted to the line by Glendening. Grabbed back again then by Dallas into their own zone. The physicality still being a massive factor tonight. Flyers trying to clear. Couturier will carry this one through center. Fights for it then with Rantanen. Barkey at center ice. Cross ice pass to Tippett. Tippett dekes through the zone. Through his legs behind the net. Almost had a flashback to what he did against Dallas 2 years ago. Zegras on the right side. Feeds it up top. Shot from Sealer. Save in front. And Dallas will clear to center. Nearly halfway through this third period. We are still tied at 1. Flyers are making a push. Lindell to Blackwell. Thrown all the way back to center. Ritzkovian back into the Dallas end. Sealer battling for it in the corner. Andre is there as well. Trevor Zegras now in his own end. Will flick it off the boards for Tippett. Try to put it through Myers. Tippett has really creative skill. It doesn't make sense how he's not racking up the goals. Puck will slide into the Philadelphia zone. Andre will bank it back down low. York here in the Philadelphia end. Back over to Emil Andre. Andre for York. Off the boards then for Bump. Bump to Michkov. Saved there by DeSmith down low. Bump in the corner. Fighting for it then with Back. Grab back over then by Bischel below the line. We'll try and get that one out of the zone. He'll get it to center successfully. Into the zone with speed is Back. Back in the corner fighting with Drysdale. Michkov trying to clear. Thrown back to center then. Shots 24-16 with 11 minutes gone. Puck is dumped back into the Dallas end. Or the Philadelphia end, sorry. Travis Sanheim behind the Philadelphia net. Again, these 2 points mean a lot to the Flyers. They need these 2 points. Puck is dumped back down low into the Dallas zone. That'll be an icing against the Flyers with 8:41 to go in this third period. Thank you all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We just crossed over the 1,000 view mark on this commentary stream. Thank you all so much for that. It is greatly appreciated. Face-off coming up here now in the Philadelphia end. 8:41 to go in regulation. We are still tied at 1. Dvorak versus Johnston. Face-off is won by the Flyers. Drysdale behind the net then for Philadelphia. Chipped off the boards. It's kept in then by Johnston. Down low behind the net. Robertson back over then for Rantanen. Up top. Lindquist clears it around behind the net then for Johnston. Johnston fighting there with Konechny. Stars will keep it in the zone. Intercepted then by the Flyers. Dvorak will carry this one through center. 4-on-3 developing here. Cross this pass. Sanheim a shot. And that one goes wide. Travis Sanheim with some good shots on net tonight. Can't get them on, actually. Icing now against the Stars. Haven't seen a commercial break here in a while. Oh, my goodness. Ready to see Porter Martone in a Flyers sweater. Damn right. I'm excited. I'm going to the game on Thursday. He'll probably be playing on Tuesday, though. Face-off in the Dallas zone is won back by the Stars. They'll clear it to center. Ristolainen brings it back in, though. Dumps it down low into the Dallas zone. We've got a while here without a commercial break. Heiskanen. Behind the net then for Lindell. Esa Lindell down low then over for Heiskanen. Heiskanen will clear it back to center. Bork dumps it down low into the Philadelphia end. Ben versus Ristolainen. Behind the net then down low. Matt Duchene trying to throw a wraparound chance in front. It's broken up there. Zegras back over to Tippett. Stolen back by Duchene, who will dump it around then behind the net for Ben. Ben as Sanheim takes a big stick to the face there. No call from the referees. Zegras fighting with Duchene. Ben, cross-ice pass up top. Heiskanen a shot. And that one goes wide of Urson. Tippett will get it to center. 7 minutes to go in the third period. Heiskanen to Lindell. Esa Lindell down low now in the Dallas zone. With speed is Ernie. He'll carry it into the Philadelphia end. It's broken up by the Flyers. Couturier now down low in the corner. Sanheim will flick a puck to center. Dallas with a high stick call here, so they cannot touch it. Flyers finally do give it a little touch. Couturier will dump it down low then into the Dallas end. In the corner is Hathaway battling for that puck with Bischel. Ritzkovian fighting with Glendening. Glendening down low. Ritzkovian's there as well. 6.5 minutes to go in the third. And down on the ground in the corner is a Flyer. Couturier was on the floor. Flyers fans want a penalty. Glendening on the right side. Stars trying to battle for that puck. It's tied up in the corner as time keeps on winding down. This game seems like it's going pretty fast in this third period, but not a lot of chances. In total, there's only been, I guess, 9 shots. Flyers have 8 shots in this period. Wow. Here in the zone, Konechny to center, a shot saved by DeSmith as he gets it there on the chest with 5:52 to go in period number 3. Konechny and Huru. We are still tied at 1 apiece here in the third period. Thank you all for tuning in. This is one of 2 games going on here on the 7 o'clock slate. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. I just went into the Golden State Warriors post game by accident. Blackout? How's that a blackout? I'm not in California. Take it, I guess. Wanted to load out of the stream. Let's go Flyers. Love to hear that. Love to see all the Flyers fans in the chat. We commentate all 32 teams here on this channel, so be sure to subscribe down below if you're new, whether you're a Flyers fan or a Stars fan or another hockey fan. We commentate all 32 teams. We have 70 people here in this commentary. That is awesome. And again, these are 2 teams that, yeah, we commentate them a bit, but they haven't done that well, particularly recently, especially the Flyers. Whenever I stream Philly, they don't really do that great, and same with Dallas. So it's good to see this kind of crowd here. It shows that we're growing, and I love to see that. Whew. Winning for Bernie. Love that. Hockey, there's nothing else. Damn right. Let's go Stars. So 5:52 to go here in period number 3. Shots are 25-16 in favor of the Flyers. Faceoff is going to come in the Dallas zone. Flyers are a stingy team, yeah. If Philadelphia wins tonight, I know I've been addressing this a couple of times here on the broadcast, but if Philadelphia wins tonight, they will move it within 2 points of a playoff spot. Face-off in the Dallas zone then is won by the Stars. Cleared back to center. Bork trying to poke chicken ahead there from Drysdale. Michkov will backhand it down low then into the Dallas end. Furthermore, Lindquist. Off the boards then for Ernie. Bork will dump it down low into the Philadelphia zone. Drysdale behind the net. We are approaching crunch time. Here's Bump. Dumps it down low then into the Dallas zone. Harley on the right side then back. Through center then Johnston. Drop back to the left wing. Shot from Bork. Save rebounds in front. They jab on Erson there with that puck. And they can't get it past him. Dallas, not a lot of chance here in this third period. At the point, Heiskanen trying to deke around Cates. Heiskanen kind of fumbles the puck there a little bit, so gets it back to Bork. Bork will try and clear this one up top. He's being tied up by Cates. Michkov will attempt to get it to center. He'll get it there successfully. Dallas will regroup. Carry back down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Back. Behind the net then for the Stars. In the Philadelphia end, Flyers trying to get it out. It comes just barely out to center. Here's Konechny, one-on-one with Heiskanen. Konechny comes through, loses the puck, and grabbed back down low by the Stars, who will try and get it to center. They'll get it there successfully. Rantanen to Johnston. Pass over, then intercept to Rantanen. A shot, and it goes back down low to the corner. Sanheim to Konechny. Konechny behind his legs, then to Grundstrom. Grundstrom, 1-on-2. Carries it down the left side behind the net then in the Dallas zone. Grundstrom looking for options. Pass back, comes out of the zone. And offsides against the Flyers. And we'll head to commercial break yet again. 4:03 left to go. Probably the final commercial break we'll see. And we are still tied. Let's do a goaltender check here. The goaltenders and their save percentages. Casey DeSmith, 24 saves on 25 shots, has a .960 save percentage tonight. He's played pretty well. Sam Erson has played good too. 16 saves on 17 shots, a .941 save percentage. I honestly thought this game would be pretty high scoring because Erson hasn't had a good season. DeSmith has had a good season, but he is the backup. Whew. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. It helps out with the engagement, brings more people into the commentary. Yeah, Flyers defense, always a big hitting defense. And my stream's buffering. This isn't good. Battle of the backups. That's right. You're damn right about that. All right, back here in Xfinity Mobile Arena. We are still tied in period number 3. You get that feeling that it's next goal wins. Deep in crunch time. Think the Flyers will win an OT? I hope so, as a Flyers fan myself. Faceoff's going to come outside of the Dallas end as the Flyers were caught offsides. Shots are 9-2 in favor of the Flyers in this third period. Flyers have been playing very well tonight. All things considered, both teams on a back-to-back with travel. Face-off here outside of the Dallas end. Duchesne versus Zegras. Face-off is won by the Stars. Played back down low then with that puck. Heiskanen. Below the line then for Dallas. Puck goes up in the air. And out of play with 3:55 to go. Very slow kind of moving game here. Shots 26-17. As they add a shot for Philly. DeSmith, .962. He's been absolutely insane in live commentaries. Face off here now in the Philadelphia, or in the neutral zone outside of the Philadelphia end. It is Zegras versus Duchesne. Face off won by Dallas. Cleared back down low then into the Philadelphia zone. York in the corner. Back over then for Drysdale. Drysdale over then for Tippett. Tippett will bank this one back down low then into the Dallas zone. DeSmith In the corner then for Bork. Bork will carry it through the neutral zone and dump it into the Philadelphia end. Erson out of his own net to play that puck. He'll look for options, fires it off the boards back to Zegras. That's a risky play. Stars turn it over. Bork will backhand it down low then into the Philadelphia zone. Ben battling for it then with Drysdale. Still battling for it down low in the corner. Stars trying to get it to the point. Flyers steal it back. 2-on-2. Zegras into the zone. Waits. Fires it. It's blocked off the puck. In front, Tippett, who gets tied up there by Bork, could not get a shot on. Tippett with a hat trick just 24 hours ago against the Detroit Red Wings. Ristolainen tried to clear it. Stars will get it to center, and a penalty is coming up against the Flyers as Ernie was tripped, and the Flyers just gave the second best power play in the NHL a chance to take the lead with 2:48 to go in regulation. This is a massive opportunity for the Stars. And it's going to be a penalty here to Trevor Zegras and a Dallas power play. Please do not spoil. I know I'm a little bit behind, not just on the stream, but also the game itself. I can't really control it. With 2:48 to go, Dallas is heading to the power play. Timeout's going to get called here by Dallas. The Stars have been outshot in this period pretty heavily. 9-2. And their power play is 0 for 1 tonight. But again, it's the second best power play in the entire NHL. It's a dangerous one. A lot of weapons there on that power play. Wyatt Johnston, Jason Robertson, Mikko Rantanen, to just name a few. Mikko Rantanen, I believe, second or third game back from injury. And Wyatt Johnston, too, just broke a record recently. Most power play goals in a single season in Dallas history. Johnston now holds that record with 24. The previous record was held by Dino Ciccarelli back when it was the Minnesota North Stars. He had 22 that year. It's crazy nobody's come close to that record since. Until now. Anywho, power play coming up for the Stars. It's Duchesne, Johnston, Rantanen, Robertson, and Heiskanen. That is dangerous. Oh boy. Face off here in the Philadelphia end. It's a tie-up now down low in the Philadelphia zone. Flyers get it back. They will clear it down the other way as soon as this play starts. Heiskanen in the defensive zone. Flyers got to be aggressive. Johnston carries it through center. Cross-ice pass then for Robertson. Up top, Heiskanen. Heiskanen over then to Rantanen. Up top to Heiskanen. Rantanen on the right side. Down low in front, jabbing at that puck on Erson. They can't get it on. Johnston on the right circle below line, then Robertson to Johnston. Johnston up top to Heiskanen. Heiskanen down low. Rantanen, a shot tipped away, and it comes out to center. 1:10 to go on the power play still. Heiskanen will drop it back for Johnston. Rantanen now at center, back over to Johnston. They try and carry it into the zone. They get it there. Johnston, below the circle, feeds it up to the point then, Duchesne. Duchesne to Rantanen. Rantanen behind the net then for Johnston, who's trying to clear. Flyers battling for that puck. Sealer holds it down low in the corner. 40 seconds to go. Stars keep it in. Duchesne up top. Heiskanen. Pass back over then, Bischel. To Heiskanen, down low the line, pass over, save, rebounds in front, and Erson kept it out. Ristolainen now tries to clear. It goes off the netting and out of play with 1:14 to go. 26 seconds left on the power play. Erson with a pretty big save there in front. And we are still tied, folks. Oh, boy. That was close. But what a save by Sam Erson there, sticking the pad out and keeping this a 1-1 tie. 26 seconds to go on the power play. York will get it immediately and clear it down the other way. Dallas will have time for one more push. Last minute of play in regulation. Down low now, Ernie. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Dallas just now carrying it through center. Bork through the zone with some room. Will fire it on. It's blocked. Power play is over. What a kill by the Flyers. Dvorak will clear it to center. Zegras trying to race for that puck. Stars get it back off the boards. 40 seconds to go. Puck is cleared out of play with 32 seconds left on the clock. They want a power play. I don't think they're going to get one. Or maybe they'll take a look at it. I'm not sure. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe down below if you're new. Like the stream as well. We got 90 people here in this commentary. That is awesome. 30 seconds to go in regulation. Shots are 26-18. Face-off is won back by the Stars. They will dump it down low into the Philadelphia end. 28 seconds to go. Please do not spoil, guys. Tip it. Cross-ice pass, then the Konechny. A shot on his block. Konechny, another chance. Can't get it on. 15 seconds to go. Tip it. On the right side to Sealer. Chipped off the boards up top. Konechny below the line. Trying to throw a centering pass there. It's stolen back then by Dallas. Huru will dump it into the Philadelphia zone. And folks, we're headed to overtime. 60 minutes was not enough. Both goaltenders have played phenomenal here tonight. And we're going to get 3-on-3 overtime here in a moment. Wait, no. What am I doing? Not intermission. Overtime. So how overtime works, for those who do not know, it's 5 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. It is sudden death, meaning whoever scores the next goal wins the game. If the game goes more than 5 minutes, we'll head to a shootout. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought Dallas was going to get it done. But good PK by the Flyers. They kept it out of the zone for the most part. Thought it was 2-1 Flyers for a moment. Yeah, then shootout. Who do I think benefits from overtime more? That's a great question. I don't have those stats on hand. Probably the Flyers. Probably the Flyers, I'm not going to lie. Let's go Philly. Love to hear that. Got a lot of Flyers fans in the chat. What's your guys' overtime prediction? What's your guys' overtime winner prediction? Hello from Russia. So let's go over the game here as it stands. First period, there was no goals. Second period came from Travis Konechny on the power play, and then R2 Huru shorthanded to tie the game. Flyers winning a shootout, we'll see. All right. Flyers are 4-8 in overtime this season. Dallas is 5-7. So for those who do not know, alrighty, 60 minutes was not enough. We will get 3-on-3 overtime here. It is Couturier, Tippett, and Sanheim versus Heiskanen, Johnston, and Rantanen. And we are underway. Face-off is won back then by the Flyers. Sanheim off the boards then for Zegras. Trevor Zegras now in his own zone. Carries it down the right side through center. Gets knocked off the puck. Tippett steals it back at the point, trying to get around the right side. Will loop it back up top. Tippett at the point in the Dallas zone. Back over to Sanheim. Sanheim to Zegras. Flyers cycling it. Tippett forced out of the zone. Did not like his options there. Kind of fumbled the puck a little bit. Here's Zegras down the right side. Fires it onto Smith, who makes the save. And we keep on playing. Zegras battling for it down low. It's grabbed back then by the Stars. Heiskanen will throw it up to Rantanen. Rantanen back to Heiskanen. 2-on-2. Johnston into the zone. Waits for options. Trying to circle that puck around. Comes in and fumbles the stick. Could not get a shot on Ersson. 2-on-2 the other way. Konechny and York. Travis Konechny to center. A shot saved there by DeSmith. Duchesne. Down low then for Harley. Thomas Harley now will carry it through center. He'll drop it back for Duchesne. Matt Duchesne dumps it into the zone. Loops it around up top for Harley. Harley is forced out to center. Good defensive play there by Philadelphia. Now Robertson carries it in. Robertson circles around. He'll come back to center as well. It's a game of possession in overtime, so this is expected. Here's Duchesne. Loops it around now at center. Matt Duchesne looking for the right lane to get into the Philadelphia end. Here he comes in. Circles back around now looking for options. Duchesne down low in the corner. Drysdale stolen back then by Cates. Drysdale poke checks it ahead. Robertson keeps it in the zone. And here they come down low. Robertson, 2-on-1, comes in, pass over. Harley broken up there as they battle for it on the right side. And now Cates will get it back here with 2:40 to go. Cates at center to Drysdale. Drysdale loops it around, trying to throw a pass there to Michkov, who kind of got held off that puck there a little bit. He'll come back into his own zone. Gives it up then for Tippett. Tippett dekes around a star. It's stolen back then by Dallas as he loses the puck. Harley battling for it with Tippett. Michkov's there as well. Michkov battling for it then with Bork in the corner. Four-player battle here in the corner. Puck's up to the point of the Dallas zone. Stand on to Tippett. Tippett shoots it. Saved by DeSmith. And he covers up any rebound. And we'll get another whistle. 2:07 left to go in this overtime. The Flyers are getting plenty of chances. But, oh man, Casey DeSmith has been rock hard tonight. Absolutely incredible. 28 saves on 29 shots. What a phenomenal game from DeSmith. Ersson's played great too. I don't want to get that mixed up. Face-off now in the Dallas end. Face-off is won then by the Stars. Heiskanen battling for it then in the corner. Dvorak trying to get it free. Puck slides down in front. Now down low in the corner. Dvorak back over for Rantanen. Zegras in the corner will throw it up top. York is forced back to center. 1:50 to go. It slides in there on Ersson, who will play it down low. Cam York in his own zone. Will drop it back for Zegras. Zegras carries it through center down the right side. Brings it into the Dallas zone. He's got some room. Fires it. He scores! Trevor Zegras, overtime winner. And the Flyers take down the Stars and move within 2 points of a playoff spot. What a game for Philadelphia on the 30th shot. Trevor Zegras converts his 23rd goal of the season, assisted by York and Ersson. And the Flyers get the 2-1 win. What a game that was. Trevor Zegras, overtime winner. And he scores the 37th overtime goal in Watch with Nordic history. And the Flyers are now 2 points back of that final wild card spot. And they take down the Stars. Wow. That was awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that. That was a fun commentary to do. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Subscribe down below if you're new. We commentate all 32 teams here on this channel. We will be back on Wednesday night for Sharks and Ducks. That should be a great game there. I'm looking forward for that one. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you guys